Drop $60,000 to well over $130,000 on a German luxury car, and you are committing to a massive upfront cost and a notoriously steep depreciation curve. With that kind of money on the line, buyers usually hit a wall. You want to make the right choice, but the options feel impossibly tangled. Look at the brochures side by side. You'll see virtually identical body styles, matching horsepower numbers, and the exact same level of street prestige. This chart shows exactly why a standard spec comparison is worthless here. Price, tech features, and performance divisions, they mirror each other perfectly. But when you pull away the spec sheets, you expose the real friction driving this decision: marketing versus physics. Both brands spend millions trying to convince you that their cars deliver razor-sharp, track-ready agility alongside cloud-light passenger comfort. The engineering reality is that you simply cannot tune a suspension to give you maximum mechanical grip and maximum road isolation at the exact same time. If you make your choice based purely on the badge, you're rolling the dice. You have to decide which engineering compromise you actually want: feeling the road or being protected from it. BMW designs their vehicles to ensure you, the driver, are an active and required part of the equation. They build in stiffer chassis tuning and highly responsive steering racks. The explicit goal is to transmit the texture of the asphalt directly to your hands. Look at this M5 positioned on the track. The heavy tire marks and aggressive stance validate a heritage built entirely around pushing mechanical limits. The outcome of that engineering, especially in halo models like the M3, M4, and M5, is a car that reacts instantly to your inputs and attacks corners with aggressive agility. This chart plots passenger isolation against driver engagement to show exactly what you're buying. When we map the BMW philosophy, models like the M3 and M4 land high on the engagement scale, but firmly on the lower half of isolation. The trade-off for that handling is a firmer ride that can easily feel jittery on poorly paved city streets. It demands your active mental engagement, even on a basic Tuesday commute. The return on your investment here is emotional feedback. If you want a car that begs to be driven, BMW is for engagement seekers. Mercedes-Benz takes the exact opposite approach. Their primary objective is to reduce your stress by isolating you from the outside environment. They achieve this by utilizing advanced air suspensions and heavy cabin sound deadening materials that physically disconnect you from road harshness. This S-Class parked in a European square perfectly illustrates that ethos. It projects a premium executive presence. Inside, that engineering creates a vault-like cabin. It delivers unmatched rear seat comfort and turns chaotic highway traffic into a serene, quiet cruise. Returning to our chart, the difference in their approach becomes obvious. The Mercedes S-Class and E-Class sit on the far right for maximum isolation, but land much lower for driver engagement. That isolation comes with a dynamic penalty. The steering feedback is vaguer, and the car feels heavier and more detached when you try to push it hard through a corner. The return on a Mercedes investment is relaxation. It is the definitive choice if your priority is executive comfort. There are exceptions to these rules, most notably when you factor in Mercedes' high-performance AMG division. Models like the AMG GTR are designed specifically to challenge BMW's track dominance with massive horsepower and highly aggressive styling. Yet, even within these extreme models, Mercedes traditionally retains a thicker layer of luxury, keeping them slightly heavier and less raw than an equivalent BMW M car. That persistent emphasis on luxury carries right over into the cabin tech. BMW relies on their iDrive ecosystem, while Mercedes uses the MBUX platform. Both systems offer massive digital displays, seamless smartphone connectivity, and advanced voice controls. The in-car technology simply isn't a deciding factor. But there is a shared financial reality with all this complexity. Once these vehicles leave their warranty period, maintenance and repair costs on these advanced systems scale aggressively. Neither brand offers a budget-friendly ownership experience. You are explicitly trading cheap, long-term reliability for a premium daily drive. Because the costs and capabilities mirror each other so closely, there is no objective winner here. The right choice depends entirely on your daily lifestyle reality. This decision tree maps out the practical choice. It starts with one question: what is your primary driving environment? If your routes involve winding roads, or you actively seek out enthusiast driving, and your joy comes from sharp acceleration and hitting apexes, your money belongs with BMW. If you spend most of your time on long highway commutes or stuck in heavy city traffic, and your ultimate goal is returning home relaxed with top-tier comfort, Mercedes-Benz is the better tool for the job. And if you prioritize budget and low-maintenance reliability above all else, you should look elsewhere entirely. Accept the engineering compromises, ignore the identical spec sheets, and choose the character that actually reflects how you spend your time behind the wheel.